on a second. Okay. You stay there. What's up, guys? It's DJ Beanpole. Pardon me for a long hiatus off of being in front of the camera. I got a little busy past couple weeks. Powerlifting competition on the weekend, and things went great. It was a good learning experience, and I was supposed to get these final reviews for you. There's actually going to be 3 separate videos of a little series here for ANS. I was supposed to do them on Friday, like I was about to say, and I completely... Get comfortable, dog. Get comfortable. I completely spaced them. I was so looking forward to my meet that I completely forgot to film these videos for you guys. So without further ado, it's going to be just reviews. I'm not going to really touch on what is in the supplements. You guys should already be knowing that if you've already been following me. I had Ritual here. And actually, I noticed that on 2 different flavors. First of all, a big thank you and shout out to ANS Performance and also the ANS reps on anabolicminds.com for hooking me up with this opportunity to do this for you guys and to give you guys video reviews as well and kind of traveling along with my journey as I took these things. I first received Icy Blue Freeze, which was this one, and then later on I actually ended up getting this Wicked Watermelon, and I noticed that the labels are a little different. So I think this one kind of looked like the Diablo labels I got, so I think we're moving on to a label like this from now on for ANS, I think. So anyway, just real quick, you guys can go, if you want to, you can go to NutriPlanet to look up some of this stuff on ANS supplements such as Ritual. You can go to ANS's website. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I want to say it's ansperformance.com. It might be .net. Anyway, let's talk about what I think everybody wants to know first. Ritual. First of all, comparing flavors, Wicked Watermelon for me was definitely much more favorable to Icy Blue Freeze. Icy Blue Freeze was kind of like a diet, low-calorie blue Powerade type flavor. There was actually, for me, there was a little bit of aftertaste. There was a little bit of blandness. Sometimes I feel like I didn't mix it with enough water. It was almost hard to go down. I kind of complained about that along my reviews or my videos as I was going through my training. However, the labels claim that it delivers extreme energy, intense focus, raw power, and stamina. And I gotta tell you that these claims on this label are 115%, 150%, 200% correct. Absolutely right on the money. ANS knows what they're talking about. So you got to get over if the flavor doesn't taste good, because there are some pre-workouts where I've taken them before. They taste great. Could be the best flavor ever. Could have been Kool-Aid flavor. And they just don't deliver in the gym. You get to the gym, you just fall flat. Ritual, Wicked Watermelon for me, I was up to taking maybe, I think I finally got to the dosing of 2 scoops with pre-workout and 1 scoop intra-workout. Wicked Watermelon is definitely a better flavor. I'm not sure if there's other flavors out there besides Icy Blue Freeze and Wicked Watermelon. I think there is, but these are the only 2 that I actually got to taste test. Wicked Watermelon won. So let's talk about how you feel in the gym. I would notice, first of all, there is some beta-alanine in here, actually. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it helps increase your L-carnitine levels in your bloodstream, which translates into some strength and power output. Eventually, it takes a while to build up in your bloodstream. So yeah, the first thing I would notice, which would tell me that it kicked in, was the beta-alanine tingles. When you feel the beta-alanine tingles kick in, you know that the other ingredients are starting to work. So, beta-alanine tingles kicked in, and then the energy started to flow. And usually for my workouts, I would start with a really long stretching warm-up routine. And by the time I was ready to get into my big main lift, which was always my first lift, the energy was potent. It was extreme. It did not crash at the end. It lasted throughout my entire workout. Sometimes on my longer days, I would take another scoop intra-workout just because I needed it. I'm talking like almost 3 hours in the gym trying to hammer out some of these weak points for me. When it says it here, it delivers extreme energy, it delivers it well, it delivers it efficiently, it delivers it thoroughly, it stays with you the entire time. You also get your intense focus. You feel like you're in the zone almost constantly, and even almost it lasted too long after I was out of the gym, where I was like intense focused on grabbing the steering wheel and driving home. But like I said before, there is no crash associated with Ritual. It was a nice mellow letdown after the workout was over. Now it does say on here raw power. Now as far as judging power, for me, a lot of times I feel like people are more tended towards bodybuilding type workouts where it's more lots of sets, lots of reps. For me, it was lots of sets, low reps, high weight. And I noticed that as time was going on, my training only called for, so let's say for squats, we'd be doing 295 for 2 one week, and then maybe 295 for 3 the next week, and then maybe 315 for 2 the next week after that. The weights, even though I was going up a little bit in the reps with the same weight, it felt easier than the week before when the reps were less. And that was as long as when I was taking Ritual, I was going through it. So when it says that your power's increased, that's definitely true. Stamina was probably the biggest factor that I noticed that was the best. The endurance factor was amazing. I no longer felt like I was winded and out of breath after doing these sets, that I needed to sit there and take 5 minutes. No, I took about 30 seconds to a minute to recoup, and then I wanted to get back in, go under the weight, deadlift, bench press, you name it. I wanted to get back at it, wanted to go after it again. So this is obviously getting, I don't have any rating systems. I'm not really 5 stars or 10 out of 10 or anything like that. I will just say 2 thumbs up from DJ Beanpole. This is definitely a recommended supplement for me. It is probably one of the most carefully thought out and best profiles I've actually ever seen for a pre-workout. It has everything in here that you need. It has things to increase your strength, increase your stamina. It has agmatine instead of that L-arginine, which is on the way out. Get out of here and stick with the agmatine. It also has some fat burning complexes in here too, hordenine, tyrosine, stuff like that in here. So this is a well thought out, overall perfect pre-workout for almost every single application that you could possibly think of. So ANS, this is DJ Beanpole signing off. Definitely 2 thumbs up for Ritual. I highly recommend it for everyone out there. I would definitely have to throw this into my top 3 pre-workouts. So this is, of all the pre-workouts I've ever tried, that is actually saying quite a bit. So stay tuned for part number 2. I'm going to be talking about Dilate next, the nitric oxide optimizer and pump product from ANS Performance. God, I got Ritual on the brain. I'm going to post a link to that somewhere in this location. If you guys want to click along and follow, it won't be as long as this video. I'm trying to make these just reviews, less opinions, less of me babbling along here. So this is DJ Beanpole saying thank you to ANS for allowing me the chance to do this for you guys. I appreciate it. Got me some results. Good success. So if this is what you're looking for, no sugars, no fillers, no crash, DJ Beanpole says have at it. So stay tuned for part 2.